Today, I'm going to find out if that Trader Joe's Lobster Bisque pasta is any good. So like I mentioned, this is a pasta that uses lobster bisque as its sauce. Definitely a little bit strange, but let's see if it turns out good. It's also going to use langostino tails, but I've also heard great things about the red Argentinian shrimp, so I bought a bag of those also, and I'm going to mix those in. The only issue is they come a little bit large, so I'm going to cut these all into bite-sized pieces. These are raw. The langostino tails are pre-cooked, and they just need to be heated up. They should both take about the same time, ideally in the sauce. So you can see there, they are fully cooked. They look like little lobster tails. Totally fine. We're just going to throw these all in a bowl together, and they're going to get added into the sauce at the same point. To add to the sauce, we're going to dice one onion also. This is actually half of an onion. If you're doing like 4 people, use a full onion. I'm only making this for 2, so we're going to use 1/2 of an onion. That was a Vidalia onion. We also have 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, and then we're going to put a little bit of basil in while we cook it, and we're also going to top it with a little bit of basil and a little bit of lemon zest. That's it. If you want to add tomatoes, you can also do that. I didn't think it was necessary, but I have seen a lot of recipes do that. Now to start this up, we're going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil into a pan. We're going to throw in those onions, and we're going to let them sweat down for a few minutes with a little bit of salt to get all that moisture out of them. You don't want any browning right now, but you just want them to start to turn a little bit translucent. Once they do, we're going to add in that garlic. Let that work together for another 2 or 3 minutes. That's about as far as I'm going to cook that onion. I do want it to have a little bit of bite and body in the sauce. The texture will be useful. Now we're going to add in that full container of lobster bisque, also a little bit of water so as it reduces it doesn't get overly thick. That's a great little trick in general, especially for tomato sauces. If you want to reduce something and you don't want it to get too thick, add a little bit of water because that's the first thing that will reduce. Now we're going to add in those frozen ingredients. By the time the langostino tails come up to warm temperature, that will also cook those shrimp to the perfect temperature so they can cook completely together. Just salt it a little bit, add a little bit of pepper, and now we're just going to let these do their thing for the next 5 or 10 minutes. After a few minutes of adding those ingredients, I'm going to rip up a little bit of basil and let those flavors kind of impart into this sauce. We are going to top it with basil also, but I do want a little bit more of that root flavor of it just being kind of a base for this sauce. So get that in nice and early and let it really build up those flavors. I'm also going to add a little bit of this chili onion crunch from Trader Joe's. I'm using this in the place of red pepper flakes, but you could use any kind of spice ingredient you want here. It'll kind of cut through such a rich, heavy, creamy sauce, and these are delicious. Now we're going to throw that pasta in, let that cook to about 2 minutes, short of al dente. Here we are, the sauce is at the exact point I want it. It is definitely thick, but it's not too thick. That way when we add a little bit of cheese, that pasta water, it'll come together and it'll form the perfect consistency. I saved a little bit of that pasta water over on the side and then just drain that pasta, throw it right in, and then we're going to add a little bit of parm. If you want to use pecorino romano, that's also totally fine. And now we're just going to start to mix this together, add a little bit of that chiffonaded basil, and just start to really work this. You'll be able to see if it's too thick, too thin at this point. If it's too thin, just turn up the heat. Mine was a little bit thick, so I'm going to add in a touch of that pasta water and really kind of work that together. You can see the consistency is great, though. Obviously, as you mix these things, all the fun ingredients kind of spread out to the side, so try to keep incorporating those. But we're then going to add in a little bit of this lemon zest, probably about half of a lemon's worth. This will give it that beautiful citrus that all seafood really loves. If you want to add in some of the lemon juice, you could totally, absolutely do that as well. I think the lemon zest just gives it a more true kind of citrus flavor. We'll mix that all together and then kind of assess where you're at. I think we're pretty much good at this point, so now it's time to plate this up. I'm going to put it in a bowl just because this is very saucy, but try to grab a big handful of that pasta to begin with, and then I'm going to go around the outside and just try to grab as much of the onion and the langostino tails and the shrimp as I can and just kind of lay them over the top. They will get incorporated in the pasta as you eat it, but it's very hard to grab them all together. Going to top that with a little bit of additional lemon zest. You could also, if you want at this point, add more lemon juice. I don't think it needs it. The lemon zest will go great here at the end. A little bit of that basil, a little more extra cheese, and then top that with a little bit more of extra virgin olive oil to just tie everything together, and you have a delicious pasta here made with just the Trader Joe's Lobster Bisque. But let's see how it tastes. It was pretty shocking how good it was. It doesn't taste like lobster bisque. It tastes like kind of an Italian restaurant's lobster cream sauce. I will say the langostino tails are good, but the Argentinian red shrimp are way better. I think they fit this dish better, and I think they just taste better. So if you're going to make this and you can't find those langostino tails, the red shrimp are the absolute winner.